Well, hello, welcome to Fido number 79. Whew.
Wow.
I think I really
Seems like last week it was just 78.
I nearly blew the sock off that microphone when I said hello. A little bit loud. All right, let's see what the chief colorist hath wrought. Here is Monday. She's got it all done. It's already been recorded, and this goes into cold storage after this. I think this is the abused Dino week. Actually, we even go into Dino slapstick toward the end of the week.
I don't know if I like abused Dino. That's very sad.
Okay, Dino's trying to play a video game. The cat's in front of him. Hey, did you hear me? Yes, I heard you. I'm not being rude by ignoring you. You're just insignificant.
Oh, that's so mean.
I think we showed you this one last week. So I spoke about just the subtlety in the cartooning. Yes, pat cartoonist on back. Don't break your arm. Pat yourself on the back, cartoonist. Yeah, I'm going to talk this with the chief colorist just to get it out of the way.
Yep.
All right, here is Tuesday. I'm going to be extra nice to Felicia. Maybe she'll stop ignoring me. There she is. Felicia, my favorite animal around here. I got you a little gift. A toy mouse. Now, what do you say? Who are you again? Like the disdainful way in which she holds the mouse.
Poor Dino.
Fido's still asleep on the couch. He's been 2 days.
He's very tired. Maybe he caught whatever illness we had for a while.
Okay, here is Wednesday. They're in the cafeteria. What's wrong with you? Got a problem? I got this lunchbox because I'm a hip, edgy dude with an appreciation for kitsch.
Kitsch. No, now you got me saying kitsch.
Kitsch. No, you're a moron. That's a collectible. It's worth $2,000 unused. Ugh, he's got chocolate milk in the thermos.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, well, that destroys the worth of a thermos if anyone collects lunchboxes. All right, let's put Wednesday to the G colorist, and here's Thursday. Wow, we nearly have the entire week done here. Mm-hmm. So when we recorded this one, the G colorist did not make it nighttime, and that was part of the joke. You know, you don't
Listen, I'm on cold meds.
You don't read these things.
I'm on cold meds. The reason why I didn't make it, I didn't make it night because I thought
Step back, fellows. She's all mine.
Listen to me. I didn't make it night because it had a lot of gray in there, and I said, "Oh, I need to do blues. You know, change up the colors."
Why are you wearing sunglasses? I look better to women in them. What's that piece of paper? There's a piece of paper here. Fido being funny. He glued this on. Dino, do not wear these at night. You won't be able to see. So they see a couple of women approaching. Dino quickly puts the glasses on and walks into a pole.
Bang.
Ironically, I would have seen the pole if it wasn't for the warning label. All right. Well, we finally got the night sky here. Yeah. All right. I probably should have just, cartoonists, what a lot of other cartoonists do to symbolize night.
Cartoonists?
Black ink. Just. I could have just done black ink. Why leave it to the chief colorist to discern day and night, huh?
Anyway.
And here is Friday. Where are they on Friday? Of course, they're in the bar. We'll be inking this one today. Dino, Bo, Fido. Have you ever had the feeling you've done this before? Yeah, deja vu. You have done this before. You do this every Friday. Why don't you two change it up? Good idea. And they switch sides, so Dino's on the left and Bo's on the right. This is much better. Yeah, change is good. Okay, we inked that one today. Here's Saturday. Fido and Felicia. Felicia says, humans captured dogs and forced domesticity on you over thousands of years. What? How dare they? This has been going on for thousands of years? Yep. Why don't I remember any of it? It's Saturday, and I guess if it was Monday or so, I probably would have slipped this in earlier in the week, because it's a continuation of the Dino and Felicia storyline, which, for what it is. If that cat is going to ignore me, I'll ignore her. In fact, maybe I might just accidentally step on her. and she jumps up and lifts the hole in the floor, and Dino falls on the floor. They still haven't fixed that yet.
And it has been since what?
Well,
22, 23?
yeah, I meant to have the website up here. So that way I can advertise Fido. I hadn't thought about it. Yeah, stand by. I have. We'll go to the Fido website and show you the original. I've got my tablet here. Show you the original
Strip.
Okay, let's see. www. Look, I already have it. FidoTheComicStrip.com, your favorite website. And this is what the Fido the Comic Strip website looks like. Now let's see how easy it is to navigate. We're looking for January 23rd, 2023. 2024. Okay, I guess we're digging into Fido's past and we want 2023, so I guess I'm hitting that button. Wow, it's a very fast, high-tech website we're dealing with here. It's still loading. It's still loading.
Hey now, let's not get defended, We're doing the best we can with the...
Good job,
Hey!
Google. Good job, Google. Page not responding. Reload.
Oh, seriously?
Okay.
Hey, next time we should probably plan these things better.
All right, digging to Fido's past. Is there? Well,
I know, the 2023 is at the top, it's not at the bottom
okay.
yet.
Let me.
Because I've been looking into trying to fix that.
Let me search this site, and we'll do. I'm sure this will work out just fine. Search.
So
this
anyway,
site.
the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is still delightful.
Okay.
All right, will you
search
just cut
this
it out now? Let's not.
Page not responding. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to hit the magnifying glass. We'll search this site, and okay, we'll go 1/23. Oh, the 2 came up. Try that again. 1. It is the greatest website in the world, I tell you.
Listen, stop it.
No results match your search.
Okay, can you stop now? Honestly.
No, I've got to find this.
Well, obviously something's wrong with it.
And of course, I want everybody to know how wonderful the website is.
Oh, shut up.
Why are you being so defensive? You have nothing to do with this website.
I don't?
Well, it's Google.
True.
I think it's... Oh, here we go. Okay, page not responding. So I'll reload it again. All right. No results. Yes, I know that. Okay, we're looking for 2023. So we'll hit digging in the past now. Now we get this. And it goes to 2020. How do I find 2023? That is the question. And it's still loading.
At the very top on the right-hand side, there should be a link for 2023.
Top right-hand side, maybe under more. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there we go. Hey, I think I got 2023. It's January, and is it going to open right up? Okay, it's the 23rd. It almost opened right up to the exact one I wanted, but no problem. It's just on the carousel here. Now see, once this thing loads it. Remember back in the old days when we had dial-up and we're looking for porn?
Bing, bing, bing.
It just loaded slowly. Yeah. Okay, I do have a problem here, Chief Colors. The top and the bottom of the comic strip is cut off from this. It's a problem you seem to have all the time. Right, it's not as bad as before. You can see that you can read all the writing.
Okay, wait. Where is this? On 2023?
Yeah.
Or is this on? Okay.
On
All right. I'll go back on it.
Oh, okay.
I think we have to establish a certain size when you save the photos.
All right. Here is the original joke. January 26th. She has 23rd, but okay, whatever. Let's see.
It was the 23rd on my
20
thing.
Yeah, okay, you're correct.
Alright.
Thanks for the bone. I'm going to. Okay, you looked this up and you didn't notice that the top and the bottom were cut off?
Wasn't cut off when I saw it, obviously.
Yeah, okay. Hey, does it work when I flip this on side? Oh, it does. Oh, cool. So we can. Yes. I'm going to have to punish you for digging a hole in the floor, Fido. Let's bring this closer to Irving. There we go.
No, that's not the one.
Yeah, that's the 26th we're looking for.
The 22nd.
Yeah,
I mean the
23rd.
23rd or whatever.
There we go. Thanks for the bone. I'm going to bury it. It's raining outside. Don't track in mud. And rather than go outside, he digs a hole in the floor. So, last couple of years ago, and ever since then, I've been just drawing a piece of plywood in the floor. Let's see right there. Okay, that'll do it. The hole I made, and the floor is blocked. Felicia will not be able to get back in here unless you forget to lock the door. Unless I forget to lock the door. No. That's relating to this one. How long did it take me to
Too long.
to explain that off the cuff?
Remark. I know.
Well, please visit FidoTheComicStrip.com for all of your Fido needs eventually. Let's see if we can get some work done. I'll letter this one, and then we'll go back up and ink everyone else. Where are my gloves? As you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet, so I have to wear a glove so as not to get this clean paper any dirtier than it already is. Okay, where are our brushes now? I think I'd be organized. Let's see, what brush are we going to deal with today? Give me something with a decent tip, because we've got to do some lettering, but we also have to do some character inking. What do you think? Let's go with this one. Yeah, feels like a good tip. As everyone knows, these brushes are made with the finest Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair. The reason why they are so expensive is you have to send a Sherpa up the mountain to denude the squirrel. While the squirrels don't like to lose their pubic hair because it's very cold up there in the Himalayas. All right. Now, gotta set down a piece of paper here so I don't smudge the pencil marks. We use Dixon Ticonderoga pencils and world's greatest pencil. Yeah, but if you leave it on the page long enough, it will eventually disappear. You don't even have to erase it. Everyone on the internet is positive this is a computer AI image that Lucasfilm has put out there. And it does bear all the hallmarks because you can't quite tell how many fingers here. He's got it in his left hand holding Grogu, and Grogu himself looks like an orc from Warcraft. But then the big question that everyone's been hitting us with is, well, okay, what spaceship is that? Because all the nerds in the world know all the classes of spaceships. Which works in Star Trek, but really doesn't work in Star Wars, because Lucas just made it up as he went along, where Star Trek has shipyards. But I'm shocked that I'm the only one who knows this. That is the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel. You remember this? You remember this thing that Disney spent $1 billion on and had to close down? No, they've that's why it's destroyed. We're gonna turn before they could turn it into the Reedy Creek prison.
Oh.
Well, they've done so much garbage to Star Wars. I mean, famously, we've lost the bikini-clad slave Leia now, and they don't want you to touch that anymore. So we get to look forward to a Mandalorian movie. I guess what happened is they don't want to talk about the new Rey film. So this is season 4. They've just repackaged as a film. John Favreau is the only filmmaker they really have.
Well, no, he's the only good filmmaker. Well, actually, no, I guess that makes him the only filmmaker.
Yeah, so they did not want to do the Ray film directed by Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, but they already had the studio space in England reserved. So hey, let's take Favreau's 4th season and make a film out of it. All speculation, of course. I'm sure Disney was planning on doing this from the start, and they just
like so many of their other plans.
they had this artwork ready and waiting. It wasn't just thrown together from AI overnight.
No.
That's not. Okay, Irving, camera one. Gonna have you zoom in here because you're like right at my shoulder here. I'm gonna hit the camera. If I get you out of my way. Oh, that's a good shot, Irving. That's nearly perfect without even trying. As I say, Irving is like the greatest internet cameraman. His instincts are just there. My problem is he's got a drinking problem, I think, because the camera really shakes a lot. Going through the DTs. So we'll have the Mandalorian AI generated art as our inspiration this week. Oh, I need a correction. Everyone remember Ahsoka Tano? Oh, not that one. This one. I reported last week that not only is the menopause strong with this one, but season 2 is not going to happen. They put her creator second command at Lucasfilm. Of course, his baby, his show is not going to be canceled. So I guess they're doing season 2 of Ahsoka. That's the best I can tell you. It's chaos over there at Lucasfilm. And only worse chaos can be found at their parent company, Disney. Remember, we're celebrating 100 years. Celebrating 100 years, but 90 of them good. That's the new Disney logo, the dumpster fire. But Kathy. Let's zoom out here so we can see her in all her glory. Yes, I got the greatest cameraman in the world. You can do quick.
And he comes so cheap.
Sometimes he doesn't come at all. He's a married man. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
So, Kathy, I hope you're learning by now that sci-fi is an incredibly difficult thing to do. You think, oh, it's children's stuff. Oh, it's simple. It's nothing. No. Building a world with different rules necessitates a more complex undertaking. And I know you decanonized all the Legends books simply because you didn't want to do any of the fucking reading. But you still had to put in your goddamn homework, Kathy. And you've been consistently hiring the wrong people. Yeah, here's an example of the wrong people. Everyone. The wrong people. The wrong person. The wrong people. And like even worse here. This is Harvey Weinstein's acolyte. She's doing, well, obviously, the film, The Acolyte. And that's about all I have on her. Her resume makes Charmin Obaid-Chinoy look like she's overqualified. At least Obaid-Chinoy was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And she did documentaries. That's
Filmmaking.
Well, it's easier than sci-fi because in the documentary, all you gotta do is tell the truth.
Oh, You mean you're supposed to tell the truth?
Well, if you're supposed to tell the truth, I guess that's what that's easy.
Yeah.
Sci-fi is hard. So Leslie Headland, I guess some reports have come up that she was actually working for Harvey at a particular time when he was visiting Epstein's Island, and she may have even like booked the trip or something like that. So there's some nastiness coming out here.
Yeah, but she didn't know, you know.
She was
didn't
only
know
the assistant,
anything.
and she even made that film whereby she said how horrible it was to work for Harvey Weinstein when she said nothing but it's been nice to work for him, but whatever. Harvey's just an example of old Hollywood where that was the trade of the business here.
I don't know.
Actresses gave it up.
I think he's a little
Okay.
beyond that though. He's a little creepier. It feels like.
The casting couch has been a well-known item in that town. But I can't wait to see the Acolyte. Bring it on, Kathy.
What's it called? Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude, yeah, and then
Schadenfreude.
enjoying someone's discomfiture.
Mm-hmm.
IGNOI. I'm pretty sure that this film is going to be seen from the Acolyte is going to be done from a female's perspective, which is really strange and unusual for modern Disney Star Wars. So it's going to be something new and wonderful. And
Well, that's what she said. She said it's about time a woman.
No, that's what Shinoy
Oh.
said. But yes,
Yeah.
that's what Obeyed Shinoy said about it's about time that Star Wars was run by a woman.
Yep.
I don't know what she thinks Kathy Kennedy is, or for that matter, Marsha Lucas.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't remember Marsha Lucas.
Marsha.
Marsha. I mean, George, kind of threw her away, so they might as well.
Yeah, and George didn't really upgrade.
Don't insult.
I would have kept the wife. George, you should have kept the wife. What a different universe we'd be living in if George Lucas kept his wife. Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
Two Colors, can I get you to bring me up a picture of Marsha Lucas?
Sure. Give me a second.
Sure. If I had thought of this, I would have done a printout of Marsha.
Yeah, but let's not go insulting.
I'm not
the new
insulting
wife,
her.
though.
She's, for Christ's
the
sakes.
new wife.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know much about the new wife. She's not in the public eye, so discuss her. I could see
Now, do we want?
if George was cheating on her or whatever. I don't think George was cheating on her. I think George just did the Hollywood thing where they irreconcilable differences. They just break up and they go off and be alone. Well, I think Marsha went up and upgraded.
Whoa, where did it go?
Okay, I put an arrow.
Now, do you want a Marsha Lucas now or
No,
Marsha
no,
Lucas
during
then?
during Star Wars. Okay, I put an arrow here, so it tells me I wanted to move everything over to the left because I'm getting kind of close to the end here with the letter.
There you go.
Let's see what Marsha Lucas, what George threw away. Okay, not bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
George, you should have kept her. They're a cute couple, aren't they?
Yep. I think so.
Yeah.
She looks elegant. She looks,
And she was the talent of the family.
Yeah.
Seldom a problem. Seldom something you see these days. Usually.
Hey. Oh, I'll be right back.
No, take your time.
BRB.
Take your time. We don't need you.
Oh, thanks.
Well, yeah, I'm just doing lettering. And I have to put a little bit of my brain in while lettering, so I make sure I'm spelling things correctly. For clarity's sake, we go all cap, and I decided to do it at a 23.5 angle. And Then I do it in a brush. It makes it all the more difficult. Because you want just about all the lettering to be consistent, and it's nearly impossible to have consistency with a brush. Now I'm a little bit concerned here because I'm going to run out of room. I guess I've got to kern the letters unnoticeably. Yeah, that was a little bit closer than I would ever want. Okay, I'm going to move this last line over to the right more. Hopefully justify the center justify the letters. In fact, maybe I might just accidentally step on her. Oh, there goes Kathy Kennedy. Come back to us, Kathy. We're not done with you. There you go. There's my baby. We knew back then. Just telling you, all myself and my internet friends, we knew back then that this was not the person. Just maybe we should have reconsidered who's running Lucasfilm. We could have gotten Favreau. Maybe even Filoni would have done a better job. We would not have we would not be stuck with this crew. Oh, Disney, Disney, Disney. You hire the wrong people. The Force is female, as Chris Gore put it. It'll go down as the biggest mistake in Hollywood history. When they, I think right after Last Jedi, all the shills were saying, "Oh, finally Disney has paid for Star Wars, the $4 billion they gave George Lucas. With this film, they now have made enough to pay for Star Wars." No, they haven't. They still haven't paid for it. Maybe if they didn't spend a penny, they would have paid for it by now.
So, Marsha Lucas married one more time after George Lucas.
She found the right one. Oh, she got divorced. I was about to say she found the right one. No, she divorced.
But look,
yeah.
she has a type.
Oh, are we going to see Marsha's husband?
I feel like she has a type.
It looks like Jon Favreau.
I thought it looked like George Lucas.
No, that's Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau?
Yeah, big fat guy, pudgy looking, glasses even. I think he wears glasses. I don't know.
No, you're doing that face.
You know, Marsha, I think you could do better.
You're doing well. She divorced him.
Yeah, well,
You're doing that face blindness.
Yeah, I get facial blindness. I know. Well, Hollywood trash. They can't stay married. They can't. They're always looking for the next best thing.
I believe Mr. Lucas has remained married to the second woman.
Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't want to be seen as racist by divorcing her.
Stop it.
Okay, George. Whatever. Your life.
Yes, he's been married to Melody Hobson since 2013. Oh, I thought he'd been married to her much earlier than that. Never mind. It's only been like 11 years.
Yeah.
That's hardly.
So is she like? Wait a minute. What year was that again?
2013.
When were the prequels?
1990s.
So she's post-prequel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that maybe they were together and just never married.
I'm sure. Okay.
I swear she's been around longer than that.
Alright, let's get the signature in here.
He has like 3 or 4 kids by her too, doesn't he?
I don't know. We leave the kids alone.
No. I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Oh, Kathy. Here she goes again. Alright, I'm going to put this aside someplace to dry. Why don't you sit there next to the window? Get a good breeze on you. So, Kathy, tell me about the Disney's not-so-secret agenda.
Okay, he began dating her in 2006.
Yeah.
So, but even so, that is post prequels. He was in a relationship with Linda Ronstadt.
Really?
That's what it says here during the 80s.
Well, okay, maybe that's why he left the wife.
No, he got married to the what? Wait a minute.
Well, Linda Ronstadt
I'm confused about the timing here.
wasn't bad looking, but I'm pretty sure she was about as insane as they get.
Okay, George Lucas married Marsha Griffin in 1969 and divorced in 1983. So they've been divorced for a very long time.
They had a long marriage, though.
What?
Go ahead.
14 years.
Yeah. He broke 2 mirrors. I didn't get the joke.
No, I didn't get the joke.
7 years bad luck. He broke 2 mirrors, 14 years.
Oh, I thought you said broke 2 marriages.
Ah.
So I guess it was after Marsha that he started dating Linda Ronstadt.
Wow.
Which
For some reason, I'm confusing her with Carly Simon.
no, Lindsay Ronstadt I think is very sexy, but I mean.
Really now? You think she's sexy? Tell us all about it. You know, this brush is not doing it for me. Look at how horrible those lines are.
Linda Ronstadt has also dated Jerry Brown, Democratic presidential candidate.
Governor of California.
California.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Okay. Let's try a new brush, because that one is just giving me some horrible lines.
And they've mentioned nothing else, just those 2 people. Or, well, 3 people, whatever. George Lucas and and she adopted a baby in 1990. Never been married. You gotta love the Wikipedia wormholes you go down.
Well, you were able to search that rather quickly, which tells us it's not our internet connection, but the Fido website that sucks.
You can go pound sand.
Why are you so defensive?
Because I don't know.
You-
Why are you so negative?
I'm not negative. The website sucks. Google it sucks.
Oh my God! Somebody posted a joke. What's the weirdest thing someone has done to you during sex? And supposedly Bill
Shoved
Cosby
a
answered,
thumb
"Woke
up.
up."
What?
Wait.
Oh, woke up. Oh, okay. I was gonna say stuck a thumb
Stop
up. Oh,
answering my questions and let me finish the sentence. It's over now. Do not repeat what you said.
Bill Cosby said they woke up. Yeah. Okay. Funny. Wow, it's the weirdest thing anyone's ever done to you during sex.
If you think that is something I'm going to answer for the world to hear.
You notice the Boston accent kicked in there in the end there? Answer. Whenever she gets angry, the accent turns up to 11.
Oh, somebody I went to high school with has decided to open up their own dispensary. I don't know. They're growing pot plants and showing us the progression of the pot plant growth.
that's something I've been wondering. Well, they legalized marijuana, but they grow their own crap now, or I was just wondering, where they got their stock.
I'm guessing you can just buy it. I mean,
Well, okay, now is it legal to import drugs into the illegal drugs into the United States? Because it's not legal everywhere.
in the United States.
Okay, let's say you want some good Michoacan. That's
Wait,
a
well, what's that sentence? You want some good what?
Michoacan. That's a variety of marijuana that comes out of Mexico.
Okay, you probably can't get that, but you can probably buy some garden variety pot plant from your local dispensary and grow your own. Would be my guess. I mean, we've got a beautiful window here. We could probably set up a really nice terrarium.
we can't keep aloe plants alive, and you think we're gonna be able to?
Gee, I wonder why.
You're
Can
gonna think
anybody
you're gonna
see the haze of smoke that's coming from my husband? And the fact that he's blocked it off so I can't even get to my plants to prune them or...
Yeah, no, we're not gonna grow pot plants, not because
no, we're
I
not
don't.
going to grow
Yeah.
pot plants.
Just because, well, I don't smoke the stuff. I don't. It's not my thing. And hilariously, I would not know where to get the seeds, which is anyone who grew up in the pot culture would laugh because whenever you bought marijuana, half of it was seeds and stems. I don't think the stuff they sell today has seeds and stems in it anymore.
Probably not.
If you don't smoke pot, cartoonist, how do you know so much about it? I've been to college. I actually know most of this from my cousin Michael. He was a drug addict. His mother just died a little while ago. All right, let's see. This brush is working a little bit better than the other brush. I'm probably going to have to go out and invest in, well, send the Sherpas up on top of the mountain to see if they can catch a few more squirrels. I literally, you notice it, well, you probably don't, you can't notice from this camera angle, but I wear down these the hairs on these brushes. And when I first started using a brush, I thought I could use the same brush forever, would never have to change. And then I noticed the difference between a new brush and an old brush, and how I had worn down the hair. I guess the paper is abrasive. Now, who would have ever thought we'd have Kathy Kennedy back here? See, you can never tell how a show's going to end up. Kathy, you've been hiring the wrong people. And perhaps you realize that now with Obeyed Shinoy. But she's an activist, and you're going to have a hard time firing her because she's not going to let you. She's already got all of her army out there, and they did a cost benefit audit on this new Star Wars film that Obeyed Shinoy is going to be directing, and they realized that there's no way they can make money. They can only damage the product. So they don't want to do that. They don't want to make the film. That's why they brought out the whole Mandalorian movie with Grogu.
Yep, that sounds about right.
That's the story. We're sticking with it. But Chinoy's not going to go away. She's directing a film. And she doesn't want it to go to Disney Plus. This thing's going into theaters. Don't you love me anymore, Lucasfilm? But you said I could direct a film. You said it was time a woman director did it. Just to add to all the troubles that poor Bob Iger has to go through. And he's got all the problems losing Reedy Creek, and now he's got to actually pay taxes. He's got to stand inspections and all that wonderful stuff that all his
Things
competition.
he probably doesn't even know how to do.
Right. All the stuff that his competition has to do, he has to do now too. Losing Reedy Creek cost them billions over the next short period of time that Disney remains a company tradable on NASDAQ, on the stock market. So how long till they drop it out of the Dow Jones Industrial?
Not much longer.
Well, they don't like their average being drawn down, and Disney is not making them look good. Every other company in the industrial average is doing well. They're thinking to themselves, okay, we've got to find some other entertainment company that's considered big in the industry. So they're looking at anything to replace Disney.
Something might come along.
I'm still waiting to see what happens with Paramount. I have faith Paramount's going to come through for us. They're going to rescue Star Trek from Kurtzman and Secret Hideout.
I'm glad you have faith.
Well, I was never a Star Trek fan. My father was, because he owned the remote control. And that first Star Trek film just mystified me. It was horrible. And then why are you using this technology if none of it works? The transporter people are dying on, the warp drive like slips out of gear or something, and they're all about to die if they don't rush into something. We have these things called aircraft carriers, and they do a really difficult thing in that they have jet airplanes land on the deck. Now, if like nearly every time they went out, like this technology didn't work, well, we wouldn't be using it. But it works well. We perfected the aircraft carrier here in America. No one else in the world apparently is able to do it without a ski jump. But we would not use a technology like if it didn't work. So the Star Trek first film made no sense to me, and Wrath of Khan, of course, is the favorite one. And I started following the Star Trek shipyard thing from then. Nerds are keeping track of each and every ship
Okay,
that
now that
Starfleet
sounds
had.
funny.
And there's a whole history that you have to know if you're going to run Star Trek, because there were wars. There were each ship was someplace in the galaxy at one particular date. If you mention, like, okay, star date 260106, well, that couldn't have happened because the Republic starship was over in the Delta Quadrant or whatever. Just talking out of my ass. But there are people who have that knowledge on the top of their skulls. And sci-fi is difficult. You have to know all this history that makes up this world. Can you imagine trying to, Miss Shinoy, you're a documentary filmmaker. Imagine trying to do a documentary about an alien culture and not even speaking the language.
Yes.
You have no idea what's going on. I like to make men feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. You. If I cared about Star Wars, you'd be making me uncomfortable. But bring it on, Miss Shinoy. Bring it on.
Probably should have been an inside discussion. I mean, in brain discussion.
Sci-fi is harder than nearly any other kind of fiction. Sci-fi and fantasy. I have no idea why they combine those. There's probably a blame for the original Star Wars behind there somewhere in the books. In the bookstores, they combined sci-fi and fantasy, and they're two completely different things. I think the closest combination that we've seen yet would be Warhammer. They're trying to, they sort of combine sci-fi fantasy. Be interesting to see what they do with Warhammer. Henry Cavill is involved, and he's not going to allow a crap product to go out there. All right, let's put that sucker aside to dry, and we'll bring up. That's the Saturday, huh? I probably should have done the Friday first. We're not doing these in order.
Oh no!
Horrible. Cartoons just not doing things right. Kathy, would you join us? We'll continue our discussion about your hiring practices. Now, I know what you're going to say, but that's not the entire thing. I just put the stick a chicken and make it lame. That's not the entire problem that Kathy is dealing with. Kathy's dealing with much bigger problems. See, I don't even have to say it. We have like a visual language working here.
Excuse me.
So, it's mystifying as to how Miss Kennedy kept her job, and now it doesn't matter anymore. If she was fired tomorrow, it would not save Star Wars one bit. Would not make one bit of difference in the world. The time for Kathy to go was either just before or just after The Last Jedi. But okay, that ship has sailed. That doesn't matter. Kathy can stay in that position for the rest of her life. It doesn't. Won't improve or destroy Star Wars anymore. It's over.
It's just done.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat again.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's talk about Harvey Weinstein's acolyte, Miss Headland.
Okay, what would you like to say about her?
Well, we had touched upon her earlier, and that she's not qualified for the particular job that she's been given. Not only is she doing like sci-fi, which is very hard, as I tried to explain earlier, but there is nothing in her resume classically that would tell you that she is capable of running a show.
Okay.
But what is in her resume?
What is?
Well, she was the assistant to Harvey Weinstein, and Harvey did a lot of nasty things. And I guess Miss Miss Headland probably knows a lot of things. Is that why she has this job?
Oh, possibly. But,
It's impossible to speculate because
Yeah.
the crap will never come out.
No.
But it's damn suspicious at a time when Disney was not hiring, she suddenly gets hired on for a major, major project.
well, maybe. Maybe she knows
Where the bodies are
bodies
buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excitingly waiting the Acolyte. I don't have Disney Plus, so I shall never see it.
Mm-hmm.
But my friends on YouTube will tell me all about it. Mahler will probably do about 6 hours on it. When this comes out, there are going to be people putting additions on their homes. YouTubers putting additions on their homes. But why do you come here if not for outrageous unsupported speculation
For
and rumors?
tinfoil hat
Yes,
discussions.
yes. Why else are you here? Are you here for the comic strip? I don't think so. No, no, no.
Sure.
No, you're here to find my unsupported accusations about Lucasfilm employees. And you wonder what's going on in that little brain case she's got there. I can't wait for the day in which Miss Kennedy finally does retire and Doomcock's going to say, "See, Doomcock was right. Kathy's gone."
I've only been telling you that for the last 6 years. I knew she was gonna leave.
We love you, Doomcock, but I've taken so many grains of salt from you, I got high blood pressure. Even, well,
Excuse me.
the speculation of Kathy Kennedy's career has filled hours on YouTube. This stuff meant so much to us. I loved Star Wars as a kid. I saw it 22 times, and I saw the second one 28 times. I saw Jedi about 12 times. Jedi was the worst of the three. Empire Strikes Back was okay. I think I prefer the first one.
And not to beat a dead horse, or but when was it you found out that Vader was Luke's father? Was it during one of those
Okay.
many watchings, or?
I saw the film 24 times or so by that time. And I was hard to reach as a child, I suppose. In a Star Wars picture book, storybook, I actually, read Luke, because I'm your father, whatever. That wasn't the exact line. The exact line was, "I'm your father."
Yep, he does
But,
not say
yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, he does not say Luke. And I took the storybook, brought it to my mother, and said, "Did you know Darth Vader was Luke's father?" Yeah, where you been, kid? I missed that my first 24 viewings as a child. Well, the theater there at the time.
Charles, Rosebud is a sleigh.
What?
Rosebud is a sleigh.
Yeah. The theater at that time, and it was on I think Union Street in Everett, where I grew up in Everett. We sort of ran amok. during the Saturdays that we went to watch films there, because there was a double feature, and usually you had to sit through one crappy adult film to get to the film you wanted to see. And seldom did the case come where we just didn't go to the theater because we didn't like what the film was. If we didn't like what the film was, I guess we were running up and down the aisles and eating popcorn. And
Oh, you were those kids, huh?
oh yeah. They'd have the previews. They usually would have two films that they would preview, and so in between them, they would they had a multicolored thing across the screen which said also, so this film is coming, also this film is coming, and everyone in the theater would yell asshole rather than also, because I guess that was part of our culture. It's the Rozzers. Actually, it's an ambulance. So that's why we're so passionate about Star Wars. This meant so much to us. I guess I've grown up and left silly things behind now. So I don't care about Star Wars anymore. There's no hate. There's no recriminations. There's no hate. I don't care anymore. Kathy, do what you want. Make it female. Make it. I don't know. Make it for squirrels. I don't care, Kathy. Do as you please.
That's what she plans on doing.
Yes, a squirrel version of Star Wars. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Big nut to crack would be the Death Star. And yeah, go for it. Fine, Kathy. I don't care. I hope you're happy. Mm-hmm. Yes, you've made strides for your gender. You haven't whatsoever set back the women's movement 50 years. Nope, you haven't.
Or has she? I mean, no.
Oh, hey, we got to come up with a title for this one. Sci-fi is hard.
Well, yeah, we have done a lot of discussion about.
I don't care, Kathy.
Kathy's taught me not to care. No,
Did you know that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father?
That's a title.
Yeah, we're probably going to stick with I don't care, Kathy.
That works for me.
Yeah, let's see. We don't need some 40-year-old guys telling me what their problem was with our
I
films.
don't need some 40-year-old dude.
Yeah. Sorry, these 40-year-old dudes used to be your goddamn audience.
Yep.
Okay, Brie Larson said that, and I know, but Kathy has the same mentality as Brie. Don't care anymore, Kathy. You can do whatever you want. You're not even worth firing anymore. Actually, no, I'm thinking here. We've got to do a special effect here whereby you still see the back of Dino's t-shirt through the water glass. But I don't want to just black it out. I want people to realize that it is still the pint glass. So by leaving just the edges. Oop, did I lose my computer?
Uh-oh. Are you recording?
Oh, we'll find out. Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay.
1 hour, 20 seconds. By keeping the edges light like that, you still tell that there's a glass there. And there goes Kathy on the floor. You know, I can't keep her out of trouble.
Off the floor?
I can't keep Kathy Kennedy out of trouble. She's on the floor again. Kathy.
Tisk.
Kathy, come up here and behave like a lady. Would you believe she's like almost, she's pushing 70 years old?
Yeah, we looked that up before, and it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Do people look younger these days?
They definitely look younger these days. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, she should be, in a nursing home now, gumming her Jello.
Well, I suppose every generation has that moment when they realize the 70-year-old they thought was old isn't really old. However, I mean, looking, at my lifetime, my grandmother at 70 is nothing like my cousin at 70. My mother at 88 is nothing like my grandmother at 87 or 88. It's weird. Like, my grandmother always looked grandmotherly.
Yeah.
And she was only, when I was born, she was, well, I guess she was 64 when I was born. But even then, I don't know.
But I'm not being sexist by saying I think Kathy should be in the nursing home gumming her Jello. I'm being ageist. There's a difference there.
Oh, just come up with a word and put an ist at the end of it.
I'm it.
You're probably going to fall into it at some point or another.
I'm thinking she kept her job this long just out of apathy. Iger just had too much on his plate and just never got around to fixing the situation at Lucasfilm.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's too late.
Yep.
They could tell everybody to go home, pencils down, walk away, and you will not save Star Wars. It's gone.
We're done here, folks.
Yeah. And all the nerds online are saying stuff like, well, they can just say Disney Star Wars never happened and we can go back. You guys sort of forget that Lucas did enough damage
with the prequels.
with the friggin' prequels.
Uh-huh.
Metachlorians.
Mm-hmm.
Did you forget that? Well, Star Wars was like leaking blood when Disney picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was... It bled out.
So I guess there's a little crowd that grows on Saturday night outside our door.
Yeah. And well, it's better than back in the old days when they had couches in the friggin' hall out
I
there.
know. These are at least little kids. Those are big kids.
Mm-hmm. It's like having a gang out there, a legitimate drug gang.
I still love the video of them stepping on the table and breaking the table.
And they scattered like rats.
Quicker than you've ever seen a group of people scatter. It was like, poof.
Well, it was good to see that at least they still sort of feared some sort of authority.
Yeah.
as
Okay.
if anyone was ever going to come out and give them a hard time for busting a table, but they still ran, which is a
Yeah.
good sign. So I
Yeah.
guess they weren't up to no good
They were intentionally.
intentionally. Yeah.
All right. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that may. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Some show I was watching or something I was watching said that they never had the need to be afraid of police because they were afraid of what their parents would do before police would even get to them. So maybe these kids are actually afraid of their parents.
I don't know. I was from the first hippie progressive generation. I was never afraid of my parents, really.
I mean, not afraid that they would hurt you, but afraid they'd be like disappointed or upset. That was my thing.
Well, apparently, my father's and mother's family were a lot more violent, particularly my father's family was a lot more violent. So my father always pledged not to give us that lifestyle. So he never hit us, we never were abused, that sort of thing, where he was given almost daily or weekly beatings to keep him in line. Even their teachers in those days could beat them.
Oh yeah.
And if you told your parents, the teacher hit me, you got hit again at home from your parents. The teacher must have had to have had a good reason.
Reason to hit you, yeah. Why did the teacher hit you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's some viral picture going around. 1980 or whatever. A kid has an F and the parents are like, "What did you do?" They're in the classroom with the teacher and they're like, "What did you do?" And then 2023, they're in the classroom with the teacher. The kid has an F and they're looking at the teacher. "What did you do?" So things have changed in that respect. As an adult, the only time I felt that was the time that I thought, and you might remember this, but maybe not. The time that I thought that I accidentally deleted a class that was scheduled for the summer when I was working for Dr. Snow. And I thought that I was the one who accidentally got the class deleted when there were people signed up for it. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I was so scared. I went through every email, every correspondence, everything I could think of to prove that it was the person at the registrar's end, not my end, that canceled it. Before I even told her. Because I was like, oh my god.
You had the ability to cancel classes?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I had the ability to tell someone at the registrar's office to cancel it, and they would cancel it. Without Dr. Snow's permission. I actually had...
They trusted you.
Yeah, they trusted me. I had power in a way. I mean, that doesn't sound right because it sounds like I had power. But just like I said, I made sure I wasn't the one who made the mistake. They knew that, I either spoke for Dr. Snow or would be willing to, say it came from Dr. Snow. You know what I'm saying? They knew
And
I
she
wouldn't
probably
just-
had your back.
She did have my back. She had my back a lot of times. But she was good though, because I would tell you, if I made a mistake, she'd tell me I made a mistake, but she would not let it be known, if that makes any sense. And she would defend me in anything. She was a very good boss. And actually, Dr. Byrne was good too. Different. But
Yeah,
good.
I thought he'd be a lot worse than he turned out to be.
He really wasn't bad at all. He was worried about me because he didn't know if I was going to be loyal to the department or loyal to Dr. Snow. And I'm like, I'm loyal to the department. If you tell me to do something different than she did, you're my boss. This is your department now. So I'm surprised he didn't stay on as the chairperson longer. That surprised me.
It was a pain in the ass job, I guess.
Yeah, true. But I still thought he'd like the recognition or the title enough to keep it. But again, as we said, we weren't sure what he was going to be like, and he turned out to be pretty good. I thought he'd want to keep the title, and he proved me wrong, so I had him pegged differently.
So now, how do we turn this all back on Kathy Kennedy?
I don't know. Apparently, I've gone off on a tangent.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm trying to bring you back on topic.
Well, maybe we have a different topic. Maybe it's time to change the bingo cards, huh? Every now and again, you gotta change it to spice it up. You know?
All right, Irving, zoom out a bit. Let's show we get the whole universe. Well, thank you for joining me for Fido Live 79. I'm going to let you all go home now.
How long have we been recording?
Remember to put the cap back on your ink bottle. We have been recording 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, it's kind of short,
I'd like
no?
to keep it under an hour and a half.
Okay.
All right.
Well, everybody.
I guess we're going to call this one I Don't Care, Kathy.
I don't care, Kathy. Have a great night, everybody. Have a good week. See you next week.